Hello and good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to SSLC's Pathway webinar series. My name is Ilyas and I'm the Pathway Program Manager here at SSLC. I hope everyone is doing well and staying safe. Today, we have our newest Pathway partner, University of Canada West, UCW, joining us. And we have Carolina representing UCW. Hi, Carolina. Welcome.
Hi, Elias. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to have this partnership. And let's have fun explaining to all of these wonderful people what is it that we can offer together for them.
Exactly. So thank you for joining us today. Thanks for being here. So today we're going to learn about UCW's programs, admission requirements, and Carolina will give us all the details about UCW, what they offer at their university. So thank you, everyone, for joining us. We have great participation today. We have students and partners joining from all around the world. So, and Carolina just typed she has a big surprise. So I'm also excited to hear about that. So before we go on to the presentation, why don't we first get to know more about you, Carolina? Can you tell us more about yourself and what you do at UCW, please?
Yes, of course, Elias. My pleasure. So just to let you guys know, my name is Carolina. I come originally from Brazil. However, I've been living in Canada for the past 6 years. I also came as an international student. So I know exactly what you're going through, researching all the options that you have in Canada, researching how it's going to be your life when you come here, when you arrive. I've been there, so at least we have that in common. And I'm really glad to be able to work in education, in international education today, and share a little bit of my experience. So that's just a little bit about myself. I did mention that we have a big surprise for Latin America. I'm not going to share that right away. I'm going to keep the suspense just a little bit more. Okay. I already saw here Beatriz, that is a great partner as well from Truly. From the agent Truly. I know there are some people from my hometown that are watching me today. Thank you very much for watching us. Akash, also my friend from all the way from Pakistan. I believe he's watching as well. So thank you guys for being here. And you know what? I want to invite you to actually get a little bit of a glass of water, if you have your coffee, if you have your tea, because this is going to be a very long, good, 100% explanatory. You're going to be experts about UCW once we're done the presentation. Ilyas, do you believe it's okay if I start sharing my screen with them, showing them my presentation?
Yeah, of course. We can
start
with your presentation.
Let me go ahead and do that.
Okay. And if you guys have any questions, we are right now live on Crowdcast, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter. So if you guys have any questions, you can simply type your questions here on Crowdcast or whichever platform you're logged in. And we'll get to your questions. I might interrupt Carolina from time to time if I have questions or if I see any questions, but we'll try to leave all the questions to the end. Okay, now you're trying to share your screen, I guess.
Let me know when it works.
Okay. Can you try again?
Okay, yes, of course.
Okay.
Let's try again.
And we also have participants, from Latin America, from Brazil, even from Turkey. And as you just said, we have guests from Pakistan today. So it's great to have everyone here today with us. We are very much excited to get to know more about UCW. I think you have to choose when you share your screen, application window. You have to choose the application window.
Okay.
For the presentation.
All right, perfect. Okay. That's the one. Is it all right now?
No, it still shows up your screen.
Okay.
Is your application or your presentation on now? let's see. Okay, here we are. Perfect.
All right, perfect. So welcome to our virtual open house tour. I really wish we could have all of you in person, flesh and bones, inside our new campus, inside both our campus here in Vancouver. Well, it's not possible at this moment, but very soon, my friends, very soon, it will be our pleasure to receive you, to explain more and more about the programs and more of what's to come with UCW as well.
Maybe I can get a VIP access.
Yes, for sure, Ilya, for sure. So today, like I mentioned, we're going to cover a lot. So a little bit about the university, of course, the programs we offer, the student life, the international student life in Vancouver, about Vancouver, the Vancouver House Campus Tour, that's our brand new campus that we recently just opened. And after all of this information, I am very sure that you will be convinced that your place to come and study in Canada is University Canada West. So we will share the next steps of how coming to study with us in partnership with Sprott Shaw Language College. Shall we? All right, so about University Canada West, I'm going to start highlighting a few things that I believe you need to know. University Canada West, we are a private school. We are a private university in Vancouver. And as a private university, we offer degree programs only. So we offer Associate of Arts degree, bachelor degrees, and a master degree. What does that mean? If you understand a little bit more about immigration in Canada and how to apply for a study permit, and if you're looking as well or researching for a post-graduation work permit, you know it's important that the school you will study that you choose to study is a DLI, a designated learning institution by Canada, and we are a DLI. And maybe you're looking for an institution that will allow you to receive eligibility for the post-graduation work permit. You might have found some information that the public schools are usually the ones that will give you the PGWP, and you are correct. However, as a private university offering degree programs, UCW is also allowing you the eligibility to apply for the post-graduation work permit. What does that mean? I'm sorry, I know it's a lot of different words, a lot of technical terms. Basically, it means that after your graduation, you will be eligible to apply for a work permit with the maximum of 3 years. And that is great news, guys, because even with your 2 years of study or your 4 years of study with us, you will still add 3 more years. So think about it. That's at least 5 years in Canada. What do you think about that?
It's great. And I get this question a lot, and also as an RCIC.
It's important to know, right?
Yeah, we have students still confused about it. Sometimes agents confused about it. It's good that you clear that right off the bat.
It's just the first thing I like to mention.
Since UCW is a degree conferring university, UCW's programs are eligible for PGWP, of course, as you just explained. And once you graduate from UCW, you'll be able to apply for PGWP and get an open work permit up to 3 years. It might be 3 years. I usually like to say up to 3 years, but for most of the programs, especially I think for bachelors, it might be 3. But for associate and others, it might be 2 or 3. But usually, students get up to 3 years of PGWP, so which is great. As we all say in our webinars, Canada is open to immigration, and Canada has shown this throughout the past year during the pandemic. Right, they've opened up new pathways to permanent residency for especially for international students here in Canada. So if you are also planning to stay in Canada and immigrate to Canada, coming here as a student, studying here, and then applying for PGWP is your best option.
Thank you so much for confirming that for us, Elias, as an immigration consultant as well. Something else that happens is while you work, you are, as an international student,
Right.
you are able to work for part-time. You're able to work for 20 hours every week.
Mm-hmm.
And if by any chance you have a spouse, your spouse will be eligible to apply for a work permit, open work permit.
Right.
So those questions, they're all more related to immigration, to study permit, open work permit. But I like to mention them right on the beginning because it's the more tricky things that we have to talk about today. So moving on from all of this wonderful news, I want to share that we have, differently from public schools, we actually have 4 intakes per year. And why does that help us? Because imagine if you're studying English at Sprott Shaw and you finish your English pathway, and then you have to wait for another 6 months to start studying at the university. No, that's not the case at all with University Canada West.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have the 4 intakes per year, even if you finish your pathway and you have to wait for the next intake, that's just 3 months ahead. So you don't have to wait so long to start your academic program. And it gives you the option as well to finish the classes earlier if you're interested in it. What else can we say highlight about UCW? We have experienced faculty that are in the marketplace, that are in the workplace still, and as well in academics life. So they are in touch with the academics life as well with the reality of the marketplace. And this is important, especially in terms of networking. Ilya, this is not a word that I knew before becoming an international student in Canada, but it became so important in my life, networking. Exactly. Networking is mostly about who you know and who can, I missed the word right now, but who can actually recommend you in a certain situation, maybe a job opening or something like that, or that will share experiences with you. That's basically networking. Right. So the most experienced faculty you surround yourself with, the most networking you have. Exactly. Convenience as well. Of course, we have both online and on-campus classes. Our international students will be interested in campus classes. We understand that. Right now, just because of the pandemic of COVID-19, we are having to study online, but that is temporary. Now in October, we are already confirmed to go back to campus, classes in campus. In terms of the classes, well, the class sizes are maximum 25 people in one class, and that means basically that you are getting a closer relationship with your professors. Maybe in other universities, maybe public universities, you might find yourself in a class with 100, 120 people auditorium. It is a reality. So in small class sizes, you really get to engage a lot more, I feel. In terms of the proven employability, we did run a survey with all of our MBA students and alumni as well, and we found that 100% of the students find employment, and not just any employment, qualified employment, within 6 months of their graduation. And most of them are already working during the course as well. The prime location, I don't even have to tell you about it, are both campuses super easy accessible. They're in downtown Vancouver, core downtown Vancouver. And if you still haven't been in Vancouver, I'm going to show you a little bit of the city today. And the financial support, this is the part that is actually involving the big surprise for Latin America that I mentioned before in the chat. Because my friends, UCW, differently from all of the other universities that I know, has awards and scholarships for international students. They're available for international students. Most of the scholarships and awards from other universities are available for domestic students only. However, we want to have the most diversity possible, and to have people from all over the world to add to the educational experience. And you know what? We are really excited to welcome Latin American students. Today, currently, we have 12% Latin American students, and we want to increase those numbers. So I do have a big surprise for you in terms of scholarships. Stay tuned, and I will share that along the way.
All right.
So UCW, more than 3,700 students. To be honest, that number is already outdated. We have more than 4,200 students from 90 different countries and 2 campuses so far in Vancouver. All the accreditations, all the memberships, designations, everything that makes us a very legitimate university, super good quality and accredited. It's our pleasure to be accredited by all of these bodies. Any questions about this, please let me know. It's important to note that for the BC CAT, for the British Columbia transfer guide, we're also part of that as well. So if you're studying somewhere else in another public school or any other school, you might check their website, BC Transfer Guide, because we are eligible to transfer courses from other schools or to other schools as well.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, that's really good. There's a quick question from another Carolina here.
Okay.
She asked if October or September the return to classes. Well, because UCW has an intake in October, they would be back in classes in October. But other colleges or universities, for them it's September because their intake is in September, right? So everyone will be back in class in September. But for UCW, that will be
would be October, yes, because our terms, they're a little bit different. We have January, May, July, and October. So a little bit different than what we're used to.
Okay. We have
now let's talk about the programs.
Yeah, we have a quick question here about university transfer, but let's go into your programs and then I'll come back to that question.
For sure. I think it makes a little bit more sense. Perfect. So programs, guys, we have undergraduate and graduate programs. So it means basically that you are just finishing high school, we have a program for you. Or if you have already a bachelor degree or a postgraduate degree, we have a program for you as well. In terms of undergraduate programs, we have the Associate of Arts, Bachelor of Commerce, and Arts in Business Communication, the Masters of Business Administration. So you could notice from the courses I listed here from the programs that we are a business-oriented university, right? Moving on. So starting with the Bachelor of Commerce, this program is 4 years long. In case you notice, because we have 4 intakes, the student can accelerate their program if they are interested and finish even earlier than that. They are able to finish their bachelor in 2.5 years. So if you are in a hurry for some reason and you don't want to spend 4 years in class, but you have 2.5 years available for you, you can accelerate your program. That basically means not take any vacation at all and finish earlier and still have the PGWP. Well, the Bachelor of Commerce, like the name explains itself, is approaching the issues of business or management, and it focuses, of course, in North America. So it's the multicultural environment, of course, and it's across international borders because the business world today is so global, but it does focus on the way of making business in North America. The Bachelor of Arts in Business Communication does relate a little bit more to marketing, to advertising, and it's also 4 years long. It will have a different focus of studies. It will be more in the communication methods, problem solving, and learning basically how to navigate ethically and legally the business world in North America as well. And now the Associate of Arts. Ilya, sometimes I have a hard time explaining, especially to Latin America, what is the Associate of Arts program. And I feel that it's a little bit difficult for us to understand because we don't have programs like Associate of Arts in Latin America. Now, what I usually say is the Associate of Arts, it's equivalent to the 2 first years of a bachelor degree.
Right.
So imagine you start your bachelor degree. In the second year, you receive a graduation. You receive a degree, and it can be called Associate of Arts, Associate of Science, Associate of, I don't know, there's so many different ones. But we specifically, UCW, we offer the Associate of Arts. And like I mentioned as well, you can transfer the courses to any other university within BC and even Canada and North America. You can transfer those courses after your graduation if you're interested. So this program, like I mentioned, would be 2 years long. And in the second year, you would have the opportunity of choosing focus areas to study from. So basically, in the first line is showing us accounting, economics, management, marketing, media communication, psychology, and social justice. In the second year of your studies, you choose a focus for your studies, depending on what you prefer. So what I like about this is you don't have to fully graduate a bachelor degree in psychology to find out if you actually like the subject. You can go ahead and try a focus area during the Associate of Arts degree. If you really identify yourself with the subjects and you end up liking it, you can go ahead and transfer into a bachelor and finish a bachelor in that area. Otherwise, you can just go ahead and change your career, whatever you prefer. It gives you this opportunity.
Right. Because even if, let's say they enroll in a 4-year psychology program elsewhere, students don't get to declare their majors until the third year, until they take credit. So it's a great opportunity for them to get to know about, what they want to do. And once they have their Associate of Arts degree, they have basically 2 options. They can continue on and get a 4-year degree, or apply for PGWP and, try obtaining their PRs. And then they still have an option to move on and maybe study for maybe cheaper later on once they become PR. There's a question here.
That's absolutely what you just said. It absolutely shows me that you care about the students. And this is what I mentioned so many times during the presentation. You have those 2 options. You don't have to necessarily continue studying the 4 years after the Associate of Arts. You don't need to study with us necessarily. We want to be able to give you the assistance to realize your dreams. So if you want to graduate, get your degree, get your PGWP, figure out your immigration situation in Canada, and after that time, go back to school and pay as a domestic student. Go ahead and do that. We'll support you. Or if you want to go ahead and just continue studying a bachelor degree, we'll also support with that. So what you said is just on point. I thank you so much for sharing that.
Yeah, no problem. There's a question here. Okay, we know that students can transfer from your programs, especially from Associate of Arts, to any university or college within the BC CAT system. And I believe UBC is one of them, or SFU is one of them. We have a question from Yoko. If you had any students transferring to UBC, for example, from Associate of Arts, how likely this is? Obviously, it depends on UBC's admission requirements.
Yes.
But as long as your courses are transferable and they have a good GPA, I don't see any problems with it.
You answered it perfectly. I don't have the data to tell you XYZ student transferred into this school or that school. I don't really have that information for you right now. But what Ilya said is perfectly responded, because we make you eligible. We give you the eligibility as long as you meet the admission requirements of the university that you plan to transfer to. There, you will be able to transfer them if they accept your GPA or if their entry requirements are met. But in terms of allowing you to transfer, yes, you are allowed to transfer.
Okay, all right.
And then moving on, the Masters of Business Administration. And I have to say, this is the most seeked for program, the best selling, the top of the top, creme de la creme. Everybody wants to study the MBA program. And I will tell you why. And this is something that if I, as an international student, knew 6 years ago, I would probably have chosen this program. The MBA program at UCW is also 2 years long. If you want to fast track it, you can finish it earlier as 15 months of studies. But if you want to take your time, it will take you 2 years to graduate. And we do accept background of studies from all areas. So you don't necessarily have to be graduated in a Bachelor of Administration or in a Bachelor of Commerce or Management. No, if you are a nurse in your home country, if you're a lawyer, if you're an engineer, if you are in IT, any area, we're talking any background of studies, you will be able to enter the MBA program. There is no entry requirements such as GMAT. We do not require GMAT for application. If you already have it and you would like to show it to us, that is perfect, but we don't require any additional testing. What we will recommend, what we will request actually, is that you submit your transcripts from your bachelor degree, your certificate or diploma, whichever it is, whichever country it is, and of course the translation. And through that, and through your GPA, of course, we will analyze the entry requirements and offer you the position at the university or not. The MBA is also innovating more and more. We just had some changes in the syllabus of the program, added a few more focus areas as well, because in the second year, you also have focus areas. You have now HR, marketing, management, and one more that I might not remember right now, but it's okay. You can ask me later. I can reply you after that, but I'm sure it's 4 focus areas that you get to choose on the second year as well. And so many partnerships like the Digital Marketing Institute, Salesforce, which is the biggest CRM in the world currently, Tableau, Rip, and IBM. We have a big partnership with IBM. We do use their Tableau and another of their certifications. So while you're studying your MBA, you are also allowed, we give you the opportunity to do other certifications within Digital Marketing Institute, for instance, within IBM. So you do get shorter courses if you want during the MBA, like certifications. But of course, after the 2 years, when you graduate, you have a Master of Business Administration degree. And the difference for let's say, someone studying a diploma program in Canada or a master's degree program in Canada, I would say personally is the employability, how it will look on your resume, where it will actually position you to work in the marketplace, as well as, of course, we mentioned before, networking. Your professors, the experience, your colleagues, the people that are going to be surrounding you in the classroom, all of those will make a difference in your experience in Canada. I'm sure they will. Aren't you tired already? Are you good? Do you have your coffee or water?
I see some questions here.
Of course, let's go ahead.
There are two questions from Juan. What is the deadline to apply to a program? And what are the start and end dates for the upcoming terms at UCW? You mentioned this in the beginning, but maybe you can just, quickly.
Yeah, of course. So every year we have 4 intakes. So 4 start dates. We start in January, April. I said May before, didn't I? We start in January, April, July, and October. Yeah, so basically the 4 seasons of the year. We have a start. And then we have the intakes for 3 months. And you always get 2 weeks of scheduled break or vacation between those intakes. Of course, like I mentioned, you have longer vacation as well. After studying 3 intakes, in the 4th, you can choose to have a 3-month vacation schedule break. And then this 3 months, you're able to work full time as an international student, or you can just rest, you can go and get to know the country, but you have that option.
All right.
And the other question from Juan, sorry?
The start and end dates and deadline to apply to a program. I guess there are no deadlines because you have an intake
basically
3 months, right? So
exactly. Basically, there's not a deadline. If you cannot meet the entry requirements, or if for some reason you cannot provide all your documents, you can always enter or defer for the next intake, which is 3 months ahead. So there's not necessarily a deadline.
Okay, so no rush.
No rush, yes.
I guess you had a video about UCW. Did you want to play that now, or?
We're almost there. We're almost getting there.
I have 3 more questions here.
Okay, let's go ahead.
We can go on to this once you're done with your presentation.
Okay, for sure. So let's just touch a little bit on the student support. And this is, of course, highlights as well. So basically, what I would like to share with you from this page is we have a great career development center. We have a department just to help you develop your career in Canada. And how will they do that? Well, they will teach you, they will help you with building your resume to the Canadian style. Every country has a different style of resume. They will help you understand and build your resume in the Canadian style. They will do fake mock interviews just so you become more and more comfortable. There is career fairs that we organize in the university, and there's also a weekly newsletter, you call it, right? Yes, weekly newsletter that we send with positions that partners from the university sent us looking for students to work with them. Also, very recently, UCW opened an ambassador program, so now you can actually work at UCW while you are a student as well, as an intern or as a student ambassador. This is basically what I wanted to touch on this slide. And Vancouver, and I believe now it's a good moment for Jem to show us the video of the new campus that I really, really wanted to share with you. It's so beautiful. You're going to love it.
All right. I guess Jem is arranging the video right now.
For sure.
Okay, perfect.
everyone, my name is Nina and this is Vince. We are part of UCW's student recruitment team. Welcome to our brand new Vancouver House campus.
We're standing in the heart of downtown Vancouver. Vancouver House is the core of a new waterfront neighborhood called the Beach District. Just steps away from parks, beaches, and Vancouver seawall, the world's longest uninterrupted waterfront path. Today, you'll get to see the unique architecture of Vancouver House, our student spaces, classrooms, and more. At 90,000 square feet, our campus can accommodate more than 3,400 students. Now let's head inside and take a closer look.
Before we go any further, let's make sure we complete our mandatory health check.
All right, let's go. We're now on the second floor. Welcome to our student hub where our admissions team, student affairs, and finance teams will be able to answer your questions as soon as our campus reopens. All of these services are currently available online.
Let's continue our tour then. Let's head to the third floor. On the third floor, you'll find many modern, bright, and spacious classrooms. All of our classrooms are currently configured to ensure physical distancing and a safe environment for our students and faculty.
We're now entering one of my favorite areas in the whole campus, our student lounge. Right here, you'll find our academic advisors who can help you with any questions about your courses and your degree program. The student lounge area is the perfect space for you to have your lunch, work on your assignments, or just relax during your breaks. Speaking of relaxing, did you know that all the furniture throughout campus is manufactured in Canada?
Oh, really?
You bet.
Check out our study pods. These pods are located throughout the campus, and you can even book them for your group projects.
Okay, I think we should head up to the fourth floor.
Do you take the elevator?
Nah, I got a better idea. Our fourth floor features additional classrooms and 2 brand new computer labs. This is a great place to get some real work done.
From here, you can access my favorite part of the campus, our Innovation Hub. Follow me. Here at UCW, we bring innovation to the forefront of everything we do. This part of our campus will provide physical space for Innovation Hub and its initiatives. This is where local businesses and UCW communities meet.
This is also where you can get one of the best views of our other building. Our campus was designed by iconic architect Bjarke Ingels and is one of the highest profile developments in Vancouver's recent history. CNN described Vancouver House as one of the most anticipated buildings set to shape the world. Since then, it has captured the world's imagination and has won a number of design awards. Let's go check out the other building. On our campus, you'll find a number of essential amenities, such as grocery stores, a bank, pharmacy, cafes, and restaurants. You can head outside and take a nice stroll, or you can grab a bite someplace close.
Thank you so much for joining us on our campus tour today.
We can't wait to welcome you to our wonderful UCW community and meet you all in person as soon as it's safe to do so right here on our Vancouver House campus. Stay safe. That's way too much.
Can you tell?
Ilya, it was so much fun doing this video. You have no idea.
I love
it. We like to show you guys this because then you can already imagine yourself studying with us there at the new campus. Can you imagine yourself in one of those rooms? Come on, it's an amazing place to study.
Yeah, I definitely need to get a VIP tour from you for sure.
Yes.
And maybe one of your hoodies or sweatshirts.
Yes, of course you do. And Ilya, just before moving forward and telling the big surprise that I have for Latin America and also answering the questions from Andres, I want to say hi to my mother. She is here on the audience. So Carmen, hello. I see you're there. Thank you for watching me. I miss you so much. So moving on. Latin America, I said I had a huge surprise for you, and it's true. So I will start by saying, maybe you don't know this because this is not something that I knew, but when you come to study in Canada as an international student, you pay the tuition differently from Canadian students. Usually the international student pays 2 to 3 times more than the Canadian student will pay for the tuition, depending on the school, of course. UCW, like I mentioned in the beginning, has scholarships for international and domestic students. And our scholarships will work this way. It will work only for University Canada West. I see the question here from Andres, if it will apply to all colleges, for instance, Victoria or Vancouver. Andres, the scholarships that University Canada West offers apply only to University Canada West. And the way that it works, we have more than 14 different scholarships, and they're either regional, so they are based on the country that you were born or the country that you have citizenship, or they are academic excellence scholarships. So if you have a great English, if you have great GPA from your high school, if you have great GPA from your bachelor degree, you have access to those academic awards as well. And the surprise that I have for Latin American students, not just for Latin American, to be honest, all the Americas, Central, South, and North America.
Maybe you can extend this to all SSLC students here in Canada as well.
It will be amazing. But trust me, we have a scholarship tailored pretty much for everyone. Okay. But if you are from the Americas, what will happen is UCW will approve a scholarship for you, and you will be able to pay the same tuition as a Canadian domestic student. So you don't have to worry that you're paying more because you're an international student. We literally want to support and incentive you to come study with us. And if you are not a student born in the Americas, if you're from Europe, we have a scholarship for you as well. Asia, Middle East, we have a scholarship for you as well. So contact Elias, contact myself, and we'll be able to draw the best plan for your studies, for your academic studies in Canada. That was my big surprise. I still am shocked by that. If I knew that at the time that I was a student, I would have taken advantage because I paid so much money on my education in Canada. I also see here a question about the cost of the programs. So what I would like to say, Andres, as well, and everyone else that is asking yourself about the price of the program, the price of the programs, all of them. I know this recording will be available on YouTube, correct?
Right.
And probably it will be there for a while. So I didn't want to give you values or costs, and then maybe in the future they might change.
You can just say that. You can just say today's date, maybe, and then as
Okay,
of today, these are
so
the prices.
as of June 2021, what I can say is I will give you the domestic as well as the international price, okay? But just keep in mind that there is a scholarship for you as well. So keep that in mind. For the Associate of Arts degree, if you are a domestic student or if you are from the Americas, you will be able to pay $13,900 for 2 years of studies for the Associate of Arts degree. If you are international student without any scholarship at all, the program would cost $35,100. So you see the difference is quite shocking difference of price.
So the first one was like almost 14,000 for domestic.
14 versus 35.
14 for 2 years.
Exactly.
Okay. And
7,000 per year.
Okay, 30,000. Sorry, 30,000 for. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Still, it's within the public
Exactly.
college tuition fee range. So.
Yes, perfect. That's exactly it. And then, for each nationality, you're going to have a different discount. So just talk to me about it. Talk to Elias about it. I'm sure we can, arrange something for you. In terms of the bachelor degree, if you are a domestic student or from the Americas, or if you pay like Canadian student or PR, you will be able to, I'm going to round up the number, okay? So as of June 2021, for the bachelor degree domestic students, there would be 28,000 for 4 years of program, okay? And then for international students, we would, without any scholarship at all, we would be talking about 69,000. I'm going to round it up to 70, if you don't mind, just so you can remember it better. And then for the Masters of Business Administration, we are talking for domestic students, 23,400 for 2 years of an MBA degree. And for the international students without any other scholarship, 35,100 for the 2 years, for the same 2 years. So not such a drastic difference like the Associate of Arts. I believe the Associate of Arts is the one that is more shocking difference from all of them. But like you said as well, Elias, it's maintaining the same average of the public schools in Canada. So you just have, it's a win-win because you will receive some sort of scholarship or award. What else would I be able to tell you? Any other questions from Andres? How PGWP works and for which programs? For all the programs that we offer the eligibility for PGWP. You have to be a good student. You have to comply with all the PGWP regulations, but we give you that eligibility. And how it works is basically an open work permit after your graduation. Does scholarship apply to all colleges? No, only to UCW.
We have the other two questions. You just answered them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, so we know about your tuition fees as well. And did you want to just touch base on quickly admission requirements for
yes, of course. Of course.
And then we can slowly wrap it up.
Thank you so much for your question, Elias. Can international students pay in installments? Juliana Garcia. We do, how can I answer this? We do have special arrangements with finance department, but they're individual based. So you can discuss with them and they can make installments for yourself. But we also share the regular payment program so you can organize yourself. I can share that with Elias as well, and he can share with you, Juliana. Of course, entry requirements. First thing of all, English. And that's why we're here, right?
Right.
We do request a level of English that is equivalent to IELTS 6.5, which is quite high, I would say. So you can as well, instead of presenting an English proficiency test, you are welcome to take the pathway with ILSC Language College. And once you take the pathway with them, you don't have to do an additional test to enter the university. We accept your certificate, we accept your transcript, and then that will count as English for you. Other than that, entry requirements, we have the admission form, we have the scholarship form, we will need your passport, digital copy of your passport. We will also request transcripts from your background education, high school, bachelor, post, anything you have. If you are studying in Canada already for a co-op program, anything like that, if you can provide us with the transcript and certificate as well, that is also advised. But other than that, it's basically quite simple application package. And then once you get in touch with Ilya or myself, we can help you put that together and present your application. And it would take around 2 weeks if we have all of your documents to have an offer letter.
Okay. So to wrap it up, obviously you need English to go into any post-secondary education here in Canada, and you can do that with us at SSLC, Sprott Shaw Language College. You can enroll in our pathway program, which is our EP program, English for Post-Secondary Education, and that's a 12-week program. And we run this here in Vancouver, in our Toronto campus, in our Victoria campuses. And we also have online options, morning and evening schedule. I see a question from Andres if students can take this online. Yes, right now, EP can be taken online and on campus. So that's an option if you are planning on studying at UCW and you need your English proficiency. You can start studying in your home country. You can start with our EP program, and as soon as you register into EP, we can start your application to UCW, get your conditional letter of acceptance, and then once you complete our program with the desired
score
mark, and once you complete it, you'll be good to go, and UCW will send us your official acceptance, unconditional acceptance, and then you can just come and study with UCW directly. So that's an option too. We can show our website. We've been doing this. I think everybody knows by now, but we can also show our website quickly. We have a monthly intake for our pathway program, so that's we also have flexible dates for our pathway program, and depending on which program you want to go at UCW, for the undergraduate programs, it's just completion of EP, and that is 80% overall and 65% in the exit test. And if you want to go into the MBA program, the requirement is just a bit higher. It's 85% overall. So once you achieve that, you won't have to submit any IELTS or TOEFL scores or any other English proficiency scores to UCW. So that's the best part of it. And you're not going to skip. You're not only going to skip the English proficiency exam with our pathway program, but you'll also learn a lot about our, academic English and how to write essays, how to cite them. It's really important when you get to a university, especially an MBA program, right? You'll be doing a lot of research, writing involved, academic writing, and we'll get you prepared for that. So
that's something I would like to emphasize, Ilya, because we see a certain difference from the students that present an English proficiency exam, even with good grades, and from students that went through a pathway program because it's academic pathway program.
Right.
So it's not just your English that Spracha is helping you with.
Mhm.
They're assisting you with the academic English and how to properly write essays, the formatting, all of that you are going to encounter from day one in the university. And like he mentioned, especially for the MBA degree, it's a higher academic level.
Right.
So even if you speak English already, but have you had experience in an academic setting, it's totally different. So I definitely recommend it.
Thank you. And you'll see our website here. We have advisors, student advisors, and marketers that speak your language, so you can write to us. You can even chat with us on our website, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. And as I said, we speak almost all the languages here at SSLC, so you can start your journey here at SSLC in Vancouver, Toronto, or Victoria, and then move on to one of our pathway partners, and UCW is our newest pathway partner. So we are excited about
Big pleasure.
Yes, and hopefully we'll be sending students soon, probably for your next intake for October.
On that note, Ilya, just you reminded me to share with everyone, we at UCW will be hosting a partner fair on July 7th, and Spracha will be participating with us. They will be presenting their programs. So if you're interested, of course, that will be posted all over social media. I don't have the link to give you right now, but we will definitely blast you with that partner event. And then you can hear a lot more from Ilya as well, because he's going to present about Spracha language.
We'll take turns. It was your turn now, and then July 7th, I'll be your guest, and I'll be speaking about SSLC's pathway program and SSLC in detail. I'm excited for that as well, and thank you for inviting us to your event.
Our pleasure.
Once the link is available, we can also post it on our website and on our social media channels, so our current students and our prospective future students can also join this event, and we'll see how it'll go. And I'll be there presenting about SSLC and our pathway program, so everyone can join. Also, thank you so much, Carolina, for
no problem at all. My pleasure.
It was a great webinar. Thank you so much. I'll take one more question here. You mentioned have a deadline. Okay, what's this promotion? Okay, when is this promotion valid until?
Oh, okay. So the scholarship, I think he's referring to the Americas bursary. I think so.
Yeah, probably.
And there is there's no deadline. Okay, so it's extended by the time that we reach the percentage of Latin American students that we are looking for, then it will be discontinued. But for now, it's very much alive, and there's no finish date in the horizon.
If you can't catch that, maybe we'll somehow try to sneak you in or get a VIP access through SSL. So we will do our best, but I don't promise. Okay.
Partners are for these things, right?
All right. Thank you so much, Carolina, for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, everyone, for sticking around.
Yes, thanks, everyone, for asking questions, tuning into our webinar today. And hopefully we'll get to maybe visit your campus with our pathway students soon, your brand new campus. But before I bring students, maybe I'll come on my own.
Of course, you're
we might do a video there, just also promote our pathway partners this way as well. So thanks, everyone. We'll be live again next week on June 23rd on Wednesday, 1 p.m. again. Next week, we'll be hosting UBC Sauter School of Business, actually, their Diploma in Accounting program, DAP. And we will also have the BC PCA BC, CPA BC, Certified Professional Accountants of BC will be joining our webinar, and we'll go through how to become a certified professional accountant here in BC. So we'll talk about that. So that's going to be another great webinar next week. And so just stay tuned, and we'll see you next week again. And Carolina, take care. Thank you so much.